the cell. Simply, cell is the structural and the functional unit of life. And in that, we have also discussed about the various scientists, that is Robert Hooke, who has discovered the dead cell, Anton von Leeuwenhoek, who has discovered the living cell, Robert Brown, who has discovered the nucleus. Then Purkinje, who has discovered the protoplasm, and the cell theory, which has been given by the scientists Shaladin and Schwann, and modern cell theory, which has been given by the Rudolf Virchow, and the Rudolf Virchow has given the phrase that is omni cellula e cellula. Now in this part we will be studying the cell organelles. So please let's have a look on the organelles. Firstly, we will be studying the first cell organelle, that is your plasma membrane. There are the different names of the plasma membrane. Firstly, that is your biomembrane, then cell membrane. It is also known as the selective permeable membrane. So now please have a look. Firstly, plasma membrane, I have already told you, it is known as the biomembrane and the cell membrane. Now this plasma membrane, it is made up of the proteins and the phospholipid. Proteins and phospholipid we will be discussing later on when we will be discussing the models. It is also known as the selective permeable membrane. It is called as the selective permeable membrane for the two molecules, that is the fat and the water molecule. Now you should know when we call it as a selective permeable membrane and when we call it as the semi-permeable membrane. Giving you example, in selective permeable membrane, only the beneficial substances or the molecules are allowed to enter inside the cell. Harmful substances will not enter in the plasma membrane, means inside the cell. Plasma membrane will be acting as a selective permeable membrane. For example, I am giving you, this is the plasma membrane, this is the plasma membrane. Now, these are the molecules of the different shapes. In the plasma membrane, there will be the pores also. Suppose, now, I am just talking about when the plasma membrane is acting as an, firstly, semi-permeable membrane. When the plasma membrane is acting as a semi-permeable membrane, suppose these two molecules are the harmful. These two molecules are the harmful. It will infect the inside of the cell. This is the inside of the cell, and this one is the outside of the cell. These two molecules are the harmful and this one molecule is the good for the cell. When the cell is acting as a semi-permeable membrane, it will allow all the molecules to enter inside the cell. When the cell is, means when the plasma membrane is acting as a semi-permeable membrane, semi-permeable. And when the plasma membrane is acting as a selective permeable membrane, it will not allow the harmful substances to allow or to enter inside the cell. As I have already told you, these two are the harmful. The plasma membrane will not allow these molecules to enter inside the cell, but it can pass. As you can see, these are the pore size. It can easily pass, but the plasma membrane will not allow to pass. It will only allow only this molecule to pass. These two molecules will not be able to pass because the plasma membrane is acting as a selective permeable membrane. Now after that, there are some properties of the plasma membrane. Firstly, the first property is it should be a selective permeable. Now this selective permeable is for the two layers, for the two molecules, that is your fat and the other is the water molecule. For the two molecules, should be a selective permeable, that is your fat and the water molecule. Second is your dynamic. The plasma membrane should be a dynamic. Dynamic means it should change their shape according to the movement, according to the proteins. It should not be the rigid. Coming to the third property, that is the variable in proteins and the phospholipid ratio. The variable in the proteins and phospholipid ratio will be only occurring when there is an movement. When there is an movement. So now we will be discussing about some models. So in the plasma membrane, there are basically we will be discussing about the three models. First one is your sandwich model. First one is your sandwich model. Second is your unit membrane model, and third one is your fluid mosaic model. So in the plasma membrane, basically there are three models, that is the sandwich model, unit membrane model and the fluid mosaic model. Now we will be discussing it one by one. So now please have a look. Firstly, sandwich model. What do you mean by sandwich model? Means if you have eaten the sandwich, it's something like that. दो ब्रेड्स के बीच में some stuffing should be there. दो ब्रेड्स के बीच में एक बटर है, so that is an sandwich. So now please have a look on the sandwich model. Firstly, this sandwich model has been given by the scientist, that is your Daniel and Davison. Daniel and Davison. Second point, he has said plasma membrane is made up of proteins and phospholipid. Third point, he has said protein is alpha globular. He has said protein is alpha globular. Fourth point, he has said phospholipid is amphipathic. What does amphipathic means? By here. Next point, he has said there is a force. The force is your van der Waals force, which is your weak force. Now according to this, we will be drawing the we will be drawing the diagram of this thing. Firstly, he has said phospholipid is a amphipathic. proteins are facing towards the each other and they are in the form of the bilayer. After that, he has said proteins are alpha globular which are present on the both these sides. Proteins are present on the both the sides. So I am drawing here the proteins. These are your proteins. And there is a force between these two, that is a van der Waals force. Now I would like to tell you one thing, that is the this one rounded head is your glycerol head and this one tail part is your fatty acid tail and this one red are your proteins which are the alpha globular. Now according to this, as we have already discussed the property, firstly what was the first property? If you remember, I have already discussed, that is the properties of the plasma membrane. Firstly, it should be a dynamic. Second property, it should be a selective. Permeable for the two molecules, that is the fat and the water molecule. And the third one, that is a variable in the proteins and the phospholipid ratio. Variable in protein and phospholipid ratio. Now please let's discuss that this plasma membrane follows the properties or not. Firstly, it should be a dynamic. Are we looking any movement? Some movement is there? No. So first property, phase, it is a rigid structure. Second, selective permeable. Suppose this is the fat molecule and this one is the water molecule. I am writing here fat molecule and this is the molecule of the water. Water molecule will be able to pass to proteins. It will also enter here in the glycerol head because it's an hydrophilic. Hydrophilic means water lover. But it will not be able to pass to the tail part. Why? Because it's an hydrophobic. Hydrophobic simply means water hating. So water molecule will be not able to pass. Let's have a look on the fat molecule. What about the fat molecule? Fat molecule will be able to pass to the proteins. It will also pass to the glycerol head, that is a hydrophilic. It will also able to pass to the tail part and again it will pass through down the side. So fat molecule will be able to pass. Where is the problem coming? In the water molecule. So this property also fails. Third property, variable in proteins and the phospholipid ratio. I am just taking this much part. Proteins and phospholipid. Firstly, let's count how many proteins are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total 8 proteins are there. How many phospholipids are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 4 phospholipid are there. When there is no any movement has been told by the sandwich model, means by the Daniel and Delson. So how this protein and the phospholipid ratios change? So they are failed. So this model was failed. Moving to the next model, that is your unit membrane model. Now this unit membrane model has been given by the scientist Robertson. He has said plasma membrane is made up of proteins and phospholipid. He has said one more point. That is, proteins are the beta fibrous. As we have discussed in the sandwich model, proteins are of which type? Alpha. In the unit membrane, it is of the beta fibrous. Second thing, he has said phospholipid arrangement is amphipathic. It is a amphipathic. Amphipathic simply means bilayer. He has said one more point. Proteins are present on both these sides. He has told one more thing. Now what is that one thing? That is he has told the thickness. Of the plasma membrane that lies somewhere between the 75 to 100 angstrom. Now according to these properties, what they have said, please let's draw the structure of the unit membrane model. Firstly, they have said plasma membrane is phospholipid. So we are drawing the phospholipid. Tail are present towards each other. One more point they have said. There is a weak force. That weak force are facing towards each other. There is a weak force. The weak force is the van der Waals force, which is a weak force. They have said the proteins are present, but that protein are your beta fibrous. Now, how does beta fibrous proteins look like? It's something like this. Now, yes, same properties we have to discuss again, that is your selective permeable membrane. Suppose this is the fat molecule, and this is your water molecule. Fat molecule will be able to pass easily. This is the water molecule. It will easily pass this one to proteins. It will also come in the glycerol head, that is your hydrophilic. But it will not be able to come in this part, that is your this one part. It will not be able to come. So water molecule lies at up. It will not be able to pass. So first property, selective permeable for the water and the fat molecule, so it fails. What is the second property? That it should be n-dynamic. Again, there is no any movement in this one, no any movement, no any proteins are present. So second property also fails. What is your third property? That is there should be a variable in the proteins and the phospholipid ratio. So please now we will be checking the variables in the protein and the phospholipid ratio. I'm just taking this one part. Total how many proteins are present? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So total how many proteins are present? That is 12. And how many phospholipid? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the ratio? Tell ratio 4. So this model was also failed. Why? Because they were not able to explain why this variable in proteins and phospholipid ratio was coming. Coming to the third model of the plasma membrane, that is your fluid mosaic. Just a minute. Okay. Coming to the third model, that is your fluid mosaic model. This model has been given by the scientist Singer and Nicholson. It has been given by the scientist Singer and Nicholson in the year 1872. Now what they have said, they have said plasma membrane is made up of proteins and phospholipid. Plasma membrane is made up of proteins and the phospholipid. Now the proteins which are present here, that is your alpha globular, and this alpha globular are present on both the sides. After that, phospholipid. He has said phospholipid is a amphipathic. Amphipathic means bilayer. After that, he has said one more point. What is that? Your proteins are of two types. What are those? Extrinsic and intrinsic. Intrinsic and extrinsic. Extrinsic proteins are those which are present on the outer, and intrinsic proteins are those which are completely or partially embedded. One more thing. He has said phospholipid is also having some movement, and that I am just writing here. It is having the two types of movement, that is your I I'm just rubbing this one portion. Okay. I'm just writing here of proteins: intrinsic and extrinsic. Coming to the phospholipid, here said there are two types of movement are there. That is your transition and flip flop. Flip flop movement. Suppose what happens, I'm just numbering it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here A, B, C, D, E. What will happen when there is a transition movement? 1 will be shifting to 3, 3 will be shifting to the movement. Means there will be a movement, there will be an exchange in the same layer. What will happen when there is a flip-flop movement? When there is a flip-flop movement, what will happen? I want to be displaced by C and C should be replaced by 1. Means 1 will go in place of C and C will be go in place of 1. Means there is an exchange or there is a movement between the two layers. So what happens in flip-flop? There is a movement between the two layers, and in the transition there is a movement between the one layer. So this is your Now according to this, we will be drawing the the model of the fluid mosaic model. Please let's have a look. They have said one more point, that is the van der Waals force, weak force, and tails are facing towards each other. How many types of proteins are present? 2, extrinsic and intrinsic. Firstly, let's draw the extrinsic proteins. These are your extrinsic proteins which are present on both the sides, as I have already told, present on both the sides. We are also having the intrinsic protein. So how this intrinsic protein will be there? Let's have a look. Okay. Now first for me, let me do the labeling. This is your glycerol head. This is your glycerol head, which loves the water. This one is your fatty acid tail, which hates the water. Means it is an hydrophobic. This one is your extrinsic proteins. Extrinsic proteins are proteins. Now I've told you two things, that is your completely embedded intrinsic protein and partially embedded intrinsic protein. So this one is your completely embedded intrinsic protein, and this one is your partially embedded intrinsic proteins. And I have to draw here also. Okay. Now how many types of molecule? Firstly, now let's have a check on this one, what we say, the properties. Firstly, properties of the plasma membrane. Their first property was the selective permeable for the water and the fat molecule. This is the water molecule. This is the water molecule. This is the water molecule, and this one is your fat molecule. Fat molecule will be able to pass. Yes. What about the water molecule? Just taking it here. Firstly, I should discuss about the partially and the completely. This is the water molecule. It will be able to pass through the protein. It will also pass here to the hydrophilic head. It will also pass through this one region because the tail part is absent, and the partially embedded intrinsic protein is present. But what about downside? Again, this one protein is present. Hydrophobic region is present. So water molecule will be strike here somewhere here. Water molecule will be only able to pass only through the which is the completely embedded intrinsic protein. Completely embedded intrinsic protein. So first property was selective permeable for the water and fat molecule. So first property pass. I'm just rubbing this one area. Okay. Firstly, if water molecule has passed, what was the second property? That it should be an dynamic. It should be in dynamic. Now there are some movement is there, that is a flip-flop and the transition, that we have studied in the phospholipid. Two types of movement are there. One is the flip-flop and the other is the transition. So when these type of movement are occurring, transition means exchange in the same layer, and the flip-flop means when there will be an exchange the material between the two layers. So they were able to tell, and there was the movement also. So second property also passes, that is the proteins and the phospholipids. So total first property was the selective permeable for two molecules, that is your water and fat. So both the molecules have passed. What is your second? The second property is your it should be a dynamic. So when the two types of movement is occurring, that is your transition and flip-flop. So there is a movement. So it's an we can't say it's a rigid structure. The previous two structures was the rigid. So this one is not the rigid, it's a dynamic because it is changing the shape. Previous two models, they were not able to tell that is there any movement or not. So they were rigid and this is the dynamic. What will be the third property? The third property was variable in protein and phospholipid ratio. Variable in proteins and phospholipid ratio will be only occur when there is any movement. When there is any movement, otherwise it will not be changing. So please just let me take this much area, and now let's count the proteins and the phospholipid ratio. This much. Firstly, how many proteins are present? That is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total how many proteins? 8. What about the phospholipid? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they were able to tell the proteins and the phospholipid ratio. And this model is the widely accepted model. I hope I am clear with the proteins, not solid proteins, with the plasma membrane and its model plus its properties. Thank you.